I want to know what is so funny, James, that you had to laugh at my build-up. Okay, what is so funny?
No, it's not even the buildup that's the issue. It's like I went from oh my god, we have to wait 1 minute to go. That's fucking absurd. To the buildup actually slapping me in the face like good. Like it was a good it was a good buildup. It was a good drop. I enjoyed it. I didn't want to enjoy it, but I enjoyed it.
That's what happens when you trust the process, James. You let me cook.
You want to talk about trust the process? Welcome to the boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the BOTA Show 2.0. Episode 2. We have replaced Nick with James. Our Sir Nicholas is at the first game of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Heat tonight, so he will not be joining us.
Wow.
But I do have a Drew, as always. And I have a James, obviously. Like I said, voiced.
At one point, we'll put all the
Howdy.
Infinity Boys together.
Howdy
but-
doody. There's straight whiskey in this glass. Good luck to me.
Whiskey.
That was painful. Anyways,
Yeah, nothing like drinking whiskey out of a solo cup. I love the classiness.
with an ice cube. With an ice cube.
Just a
One
singular.
ice cube.
Just one. It's really big.
I feel fucking great today. I'm ready to party.
Good. Me too. Drew, fuck you. I gotta put someone down in the show, and the sure as hell's not gonna be James. He wasn't here last week, so I gotta keep the vibes going.
Yeah, it'll circle
That's
back.
He's on strike. Well, we have a wonderful episode of the BOTA Show. Apologies to Drew. That was a little harsh. That's fine. I'll be on the bottom. I don't care.
Yeah, you're damn right.
We have a 4.5 segment show for you, I guess. The question of the week is a half segment, but whatever. We're running it for you. So first up, guys, as always, we start our show with a look around the world that is sports. BOTA news here. Welcome to the BOTA news. I'm Zach. I'm going to be your host for this lovely segment. We're going to first start off in the MLB, where the biggest news, I guess, pitchers being suspended for illegal substances being found, although most of them are being suspended for rosin and sweat. I really don't know what else to say about that. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, but
They need to stop sweating. What the fuck?
I guess I know. I think the funniest part is that the umpires are giving them alcohol swabs to clean their hands off, and it only makes it stickier. So, like, what are they supposed to do? I don't know. That's really stupid. The league needs to take a look at that and not crack down on legal substances.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, end of story. Shouldn't be news, but it is, unfortunately.
I mean,
Also,
at this
Aaron
point,
Judge.
let them all pitch with fucking pints. I don't give a fuck.
I know. That'd be cool. Aaron Judge under scrutiny, and pretty much the Yankees under scrutiny for sign stealing. Only for the Blue Jays pitcher to come out and say that, yeah, no, he was definitely tipping his pitches. So it's just like, again, it's another thing in baseball. It's like sign stealing is legal as long as you do it the right ways, right, Drew?
Correct.
Right. He wasn't doing anything
if
wrong.
You're able to steal their signs, they're doing it wrong.
Exactly. So my point, for some reason, the MLB, their non-news is making big news this week.
I guess so.
I don't get it. Why I will never like the MLB as a league ever.
I feel like that is a bold. I mean, given how things have gone with the last couple times of being accused of sign stealing,
I know.
If that wasn't the case, that would have been a really bold move for the pitcher to come out and be like, "Yeah, my bad. I was telling him what I was going to throw."
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing too. So I mean, it is the Yankees. It is Aaron Judge. I mean, it's not like it's whatever, So it is a really big name player on arguably the biggest franchise in MLB history. So could have had an Astros 2.0 on your hands if that Blue Jays pitcher wasn't an idiot and they didn't steal signs the correct way.
I'm not calling him an idiot. I'm saying it would have been bold in any other climate.
Oh, right, yeah. Agreed.
Like now I respect it because now you're coming out and saying it because it's like, whoa, hold on, no need to fucking start investigating and shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Right. So they're being I don't know, overly. I wouldn't even call it cautious at this point. They are taking everything to an extreme now. It's now the opposite.
that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, weird is what it is. But let's move right on. I'll give you some standings updates from the MLB, if I can click fast enough here on my first tab. Regular season is what? We're, geez, like I would say a quarter of the way through now. If I can do math correctly. A little
Yeah.
bit. We're almost there.
Quarter safe.
How many
I was going to
games?
say no, never mind. I'm sorry. Not a quarter. We're about 43, 44 games in.
So almost exactly a quarter.
Oh, almost exact. I can't do math. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry. I don't know why for some reason. You know what? I did the 100 because I'm like, yeah, 100, and then I did 82 because basketball and hockey. No, 162. You're right. That is like actually a quarter. Yeah, so a quarter way through the season. Pretty much the entire AL East is better than the rest of the AL, other than really the Rangers, which is weird. But Tampa Bay holds a lead over the AL East. They are 32-11. Minnesota is leading the AL Central right now, 24-20. They have looks like a 2.5 game, 3.5 game lead there on Cleveland. Then the Texas Rangers are leading the AL West over the Houston Astros, sitting at 26-16. 26-16. Drew, I want to hear some input here. Quarter way through the season, biggest surprise in the AL.
I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised about the Rangers. I was pretty confident that the Rangers were going to have a good year this year. They added a lot of talent in the offseason. The Rays, their whole season so far has been a little bit of a surprise. I mean, who would have expected them to be 32-11 at this point and start the season, 15-0?
Yeah, right.
The Angels, there's really not a whole lot of surprise. I'm surprised the Red Sox are over 500.
Yeah, they're 3 games over 500 too.
Yeah,
It's not like
streaky 500 or streaky, but
they're 3 games over. They're the worst team in the AL East, and they're 3 games over 500.
Right.
So,
they are, as of right now, they would be second place in the AL Central and third place in the AL West. But because they're in the toughest division in baseball.
I mean, okay, yeah, toughest division in baseball.
All
That's
around,
fair.
every team in the division, the Orioles are 27-15. That's how you know. Anytime the Orioles are 27-15, you go, oh, fuck, the AL East is hard.
Right, and the fact that the Red Sox are still over 500, 3 games over 500 with, I mean, I'm again, I don't think either of us are calling playoffs for the Red Sox.
No,
Not a shot.
I thought they were going to be significantly under 500 at this point.
Oh yeah, by this.
Yeah, I bet on them being a 74 win team or an under 74 win team. Like I have money on that. I still feel confident in that. But like
they're on pace for 92 wins, so you better hope that they start losing a lot more games.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, our pitching still sucks. Our pitching is still fucking horrendous.
It does, but the hitting has been good enough to keep it afloat, which is
fine until those wheels fall off, and all of a sudden we're faced with not being able to pitch our way out of anything.
Yeah, well, who the hell thought Masataka Yoshida was going to be what he's been through the first quarter? I mean, he's been a hitting machine.
Anyone in Japan?
I mean, not real. I mean, I guess.
How often, barring Shohei Ohtani, does that translate?
Right. I mean, the dude had a 15-game hitting streak. I mean, that doesn't happen.
And especially for the Red Sox, look at Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Woof.
Right, but then on the other end, look at Koji. There's always
for
there's
3 years.
There's wins and losses with everything. But I'm just saying,
he did close a World Series for you at home, so he can't really be mad about that.
I'm not saying Koji wasn't great while he was here, but he was also like 40.
That's fair.
That's fair. Drew's defense, he did not come in with the same hype that Daisuke came in with. But
no, right, exactly. And I mean, not to say that Yoshida was hyped like Daisuke was, probably because of Daisuke, but
yeah, that was a wild ass time, fucking Daisuke.
Oh, that was, yep.
All right, well let's move on over to the NL because we got some other crazy ass shit going on over here. Atlanta is holding a nice 5-game lead over the Miami Marlins for the lead of the NL East at 26-16. The NL Central is a little bit of a tight race here. We have the Milwaukee Brewers with a 1.5-game lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates at 24-18.
Mm-hmm.
The Pirates have the same record as the Red Sox.
They're struggling, but they have kind of the same struggles. They're not a bad team. They're a young team.
But they're
a player that their star player wants out. Josh Bell hasn't even been in the lineup since.
Well, fair enough.
Since he got traded.
Or not Josh Bell. O'Neal Cruz. God. O'Neal Cruz hasn't been in the lineup for I think a month now. Like they're making shit work. I don't know how. I'm not 100% sure how, but whatever's going on there, it's not going to last. Not because of like the Red Sox situation, because the owner's just going to sell all the pieces again. That's what the Pirates do. They get talent and they fucking sell.
Well, I think the biggest thing in that division really are the Cardinals right now. I mean, they're sitting, if I can do math today, 9 games under 500 with a +6 run differential right now.
I was actually looking at that. They'd probably be my biggest surprise. Is just the Cardinals not being competitive. Like having that deep of a losing record, that's bad. I mean, Adam Wainwright coming back is going to help, but he still has to get back into a rhythm.
They're the second worst team in baseball behind Oakland.
Yeah, and Oakland isn't a team. You
have 10 wins right now.
They have less wins than the Rays have losses by 1. Scary. But no, Oakland is not a baseball team anymore. It's not. Until something drastically changes management-wise, the Athletics shouldn't actually be allowed to compete in the MLB. Honestly.
I mean, if this makes it, I don't know if this stands out for anyone here, but the most runs in Major League Baseball currently is held by the Tampa Bay Rays, 268.
Yep.
Anybody want to take a guess as to how many runs the Oakland Athletics have let up through their first 45 games?
No, I didn't want to try.
335.
Damn, I was off by 8.
You were pretty close. 335. That is their current amount of runs that they have.
And how many runs have they scored?
173.
Ooh, they have given up twice as many runs as they've scored. That
173 is better than a couple other teams. So their pitching is historically bad, clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's not just that the team is bad. It's the entire struggles of the franchise. The franchise is a joke.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, well, I got one more division left in baseball, then we got to string along some other sports here. NL West, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers back on top of the NL West with a 3-game lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks, however. Bit of a interesting development in that division, at least for me.
Interesting.
28-16 for the Dodgers. But yeah, so the Diamondbacks, interesting. Obviously, the Padres being a disappointment so far, not knowing how to play baseball, even though they signed literally like 3 of the biggest names in baseball the past 2 years.
Yeah, no. I think they'll put it together too. I think Tatis coming back has only helped them.
But what do they do with that lineup, though?
Fuck if I know. They have like 4 shortstops.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have Tatis and Bogarts alone, just alone in the threshold of superstar/star shortstops. I mean, where would they put either of them? Do you keep Tatis at shortstop or do you keep Bogarts at shortstop? I mean,
you're better off putting Tatis in the outfield, honestly. he sucks at fielding. I don't know how we've forgotten that as a culture. Fernando Tatis is not a good fielder. He's a fantastic hitter, and it makes up a lot of ground. But man, when it comes to fielding, that dude is butter in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean, fielding purposes. I mean, well, that's the thing, and they're in the NL, so it's not like you can move them over to DH. So you're playing with 8 slots.
No, I think you leave Tatis at shortstop and you play with Boga. Xander can play third.
Okay, then where do you move Machado?
Xander can play second.
Okay.
There you go.
So you have an infield of Juan Soto, Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis, and Xander Bogaerts.
Yep.
All right.
And you're still not winning baseball games.
Right, exactly. I know, that's just the infield. So,
but no, to touch back on the Diamondbacks, they have been playing incredibly well. I mean, Zach Gallen is the Cy Young leader right now, as of right now.
He also killed the bird in practice.
Yeah, it happens.
With a curveball, nonetheless.
But I mean, the dude is 6-0, 6-1, 6-1.
I haven't seen
he's got a 2.35 ERA, 57 innings in 9 games, 41 hits, 15 earned runs in 57 innings. Solid stuff. 70 strikeouts.
That's damn good.
A whip of .85. 0.85. This dude is not allowing guys on base.
Oh, it's good. It's certainly helping their cause. I mean, they're second place in
they're
pretty damn good division
that unfortunately has to deal with the Dodgers.
Right. Exactly. So, all right. Well, that's all my MLB news. I'll move on to the NHL and the NBA, both in their respective
MLB news.
It's the only team in regular season right now. So, not much other news in these other 2 leagues besides the conference finals that are both going to be happening soon. Actually, in 4 minutes, the Eastern Conference Final does start between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. So that's going to be an interesting one. What is this? The 3 out of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals have been the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. So it's just going to be interesting to see which team's going to be able to pull out of this. I mean, the Heat are on a streak. They manhandled the Bucks and took care of the Knicks in 6. So we'll see what the Celtics are able to pull together here. I really did like that report coming out of the Celtics practice that Al Horford shut down practice and regrouped them and said, hey, we need to have a better practice. Really got behind them and motivated them. So
yeah, I'm hoping that they need to fucking play better in general.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, that the entire first half, it was anybody's game. And then Tatum just said, all right, I'm going to take over. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That shouldn't be how it is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason they won that game is because of Tatum.
Right.
Which is fine. You can have hero ball.
They have a good deep team. They have secondary scorers. They have, again, Jaylen Brown as well. So there's no reason that there need to be a massive second half by Jason Tatum to win the game.
You're right. No, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. So we'll see what happens tonight in game 1 here. We do have a man on the inside. Obviously, like I mentioned before, Nick is going to the game, so we'll get updates. If we get anything crazy, we'll share with you live here. But the Western Conference Finals have already started. Game 1 last night went to the Nuggets. I don't have the score on me officially. If I go back a day, I will. So let's see if I can get it here for you. But Denver 132, Los Angeles 126. So a bit of a higher scoring game than I was kind of expecting. Obviously, with the number 1 ranked playoff offense versus the number 1 playoff ranked defense, something had to give. Nuggets take game 1, advantage Nuggets there. I don't know who's going to pull that one out. I want to say the Nuggets. I want to think that Jokic can bring them to the finals this year, but I don't know. LeBron gives me nightmares sometimes.
I was going to say, I think I'm pretty much in the same boat. I really, really would love to say the Nuggets, but If you're asking me
would
who I
much-
think is going to win, I think I have to say the Lakers, which sucks.
I would much rather play Jokic in that team
Mhm.
than a motivated LeBron that has everyone buying in right now.
Oh,
That's
and good
terrifying.
Lord, I don't
And it's the Lakers. Like that. That's
I
the
would
added
not
piece.
like to see the Lakers or LeBron win.
No. I mean, that would be just an all-time NBA Finals. But I mean, I really don't know. Obviously, some of the big news coming out of this past week with the results of the Eastern quarterfinals. Doc Rivers fired by the 76ers. The Bucks still looking for a new coach. The 76ers are a
Have they
trash
tried
franchise.
Craigslist for a new coach?
They're a trash franchise. Oh, who? The Bucks or the 76ers?
I heard it.
Okay, yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, no, the 76ers are a trash franchise. I'm sorry. I watched a video the other day of their draft choices from, I think it's like 2014 on. Every first round pick, they have one of their original first round picks from this entire other span of when they've drafted since 2014, and it's Joel Embiid. They've traded every single other first round draft pick that they've drafted, and some of them have turned out to be good players. Well, not Jaleel Okafor or Markelle Fultz, but that's besides the point.
The NBA is weird like that, though. The NBA is in both fronts, like with the coaches, they're just going to keep cycling through the same pool. I think we talked about that off camera.
It's not the coaching with the 76ers, though. They just can never find the right group of players.
It's not. And I think it's another thing that makes it hard is like once you fall out of favor with the star players, like say what you want about James Harden or whatever, if Embiid wants you out, Embiid's going to kick you out. So Embiid doesn't want Rivers there, which was like a rumored thing for a bit. Yeah, he's gone. I'm not surprised by this news, especially after that result. He had to win a championship to keep his job. As far as first round picks go, I mean, it sucks to say like whatever, but teams are just so quick to trade those things away. The NBA really especially, like it's weird.
Well, because
they do not want to develop.
There's only 2 rounds, right? So it's like your draft picks become that more valuable because you're only drafting, really a minimum of 2 players if you have both your draft picks. But so I don't know.
Right.
It's weird. It's weird to me. There's been a lot of talent siphoned out of that program. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do here. I mean, it would be nice to keep Harden and Embiid, but it seems like Harden's going to go back to the Rockets or Harden's going to go elsewhere. I mean, how many people are they going to cycle through? You know what I mean? To pair up with Joel Embiid until someone realizes that maybe it's Joel Embiid. Just because he's a good basketball player doesn't mean he's good for your team. Just saying.
No, I don't think this one was on Joel. I like Joel a lot. I think he's exactly what they need. It's just like having him there constantly really helps. As you've seen, like they're better with him on the court.
Oh yeah,
he is the reigning MVP.
Right.
Take that as you will. That doesn't always mean that your team is going to have the best synergy with the player. And I'm not saying he's anywhere near Kyrie Irving at all. But look at Kyrie Irving. Every team he has touched since the Cleveland Cavaliers has gone nuclear. Besides the Celtics, that was the only team that didn't really massively fall apart.
It had it was bursting at the seams, but somehow they passed,
and they got rid of him before it did. So that
great.
But the Celtics, the Nets, and the whatever the hell happened to the Mavericks at the end of the season, I mean, that was atrocious. They fell once they traded.
This is a weird comparison. This is a very weird comparison.
I'm only comparing the two for people to understand that this is what happens when there is a player who doesn't mesh well with other players. He is nowhere near Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving is an anomaly. That man is something else. But after so many different people are coming in and out of the 76ers program, there is only one constant. It's not the coaches. It's not the role players. It's Joel Embiid. If they can't win a championship with Joel Embiid and whatever they throw around him, then you have to start looking at other things other than coaching, other than the other role players. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
But
I mean, you got to give him more than just James Harden.
I mean, there were a couple other good
James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid does not a team make.
Right.
No, right. That's fair.
So, I mean, I don't think you can say, and they've never really, it's always been trust the process. It's never been, let's go get people to put around Joel Embiid to fucking win a championship. So I don't think you can really say that, like you said, they trade their first round picks almost immediately. That there's no time for them to gel and mesh. There is no fucking process.
Well,
The
yeah.
process is a lie.
That is true.
You need to, at some point, either, like you said, move on from Joel Embiid and continue whatever the hell this process is, or go get some fucking help for Joel Embiid in more than just the form of James Harden.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's fair. I mean, I don't think anything that they're going to be able to do is gonna bring them above that threshold, though.
They got a lot of fucking work to do.
Yeah, they have a ton of work to do, starting with finding a new head coach that's not going to buckle under the pressure. Right. But all right, well, let's move on. We've talked about NBA, talked about MLB. We're literally only 2 sports in. It's almost been half an hour, so let's fast track this shit. NHL, Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals are going to be starting tomorrow. Eastern Conference Final is the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Western Conference Finals are the Dallas Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. I have the Panthers absolutely getting demolished and the Golden Knights winning. So I will see Carolina and Vegas in the Stanley Cup Final.
I hate Vegas. I hate Vegas.
I hate Vegas and Dallas, so I am miserable. But I think it is going to be Florida and Dallas. No, not Dallas. Sorry, Vegas.
Florida and Vegas. I have Carolina and Vegas, but Vegas is the constant. Let's hope. I'd much rather see Vegas than Dallas.
Oh, 100%.
I want Dallas. I don't want Vegas to have anything. I'm so tired of I was talking about this with Brady. I'm so tired of the stupid entrances. I hate them with a burning passion. Like they're gonna do a whole thing with like a cowboy this time, like pew, 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 and they're like, I'm a knight. And like it just, I don't care. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. We're adults.
Hey, I mean,
sound effects.
It's Vegas, baby.
It is. It is. All right, let's move over. Last fucking league, boys. NFL. Biggest news coming out of the NFL is absolutely nothing that I can think of. Honestly, there's really not much news. Only thing that I can really want to mention is that Devontae Adams and the Raiders are most likely headed to a trade because you didn't see that?
No, I did.
The only fucking reason he was there was because of Derek Carr. So.
I know. And they got rid of him. So where does Devontae Adams end up then? Because I have no idea. Don't say the New York Jets, Drew. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I already saw him. No. They don't need him.
Send him back to Green Bay. Give him to Jordan Love.
Send him back to Green Bay. All right. Realistically, if he's not going to be returning to either Green Bay or returning to Aaron Rodgers, where does he go?
They swap older receivers and they go to Arizona.
All right. I could see Denver making some kind of wild little play for him.
Yeah, but Russ is Russ going to cook?
That's why I can see them trying.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that could make sense because then you could package like Jerry Jeudy in a deal, or Cortland Sutton and move them. That could work. I could see that. All right, hear me out. Wild card, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh,
you get Trevor Lawrence, a top threat. He's playing with a
top threat that is very conducive to Trevor Lawrence's play style.
So I wouldn't mind seeing him go to the Jaguars. I think that would be a big old move.
I would like to see that.
Move.
He caught one of the best throws Aaron Rodgers' career in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean that would be what, him and Calvin Ridley, the 1 and 2 there.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's
not too fucking bad. But thank you guys. That was the friggin' BOTA 30 for 30 on 4 sports leagues. Jesus Christ, I need to get shit going.
Hey.
We're gonna transition right the fuck over.
No, fuck you. James moment.
James moment.
James news. F1 canceled their Grand Prix this weekend because it's too rainy in fucking northern Italy and everything's flooding. Thank you. That's it.
Shit in the mountains. Why it flooding?
No, dude, it's like fat flooding in northern Italy right now.
That's crazy.
I had no idea until I heard about this, but it's like flooding.
It's hilarious. That's
yeah. I mean, people have died, Zach. So you know.
Yeah, well, they probably deserved it.
I hope northern Italy's doing all right.
Yeah, I hope they're fine. Anyways, can we transition? Let's transition. I want to transition. Let's transition.
All right.
We're going to do it. Everyone's favorite segment, Master Debaters.
I like the debation's not a word.
I know, it's great. It's wonderful. That's still a cup of whiskey. Oh, my God.
Well, you're doing that to my little dance in the bottom there. Master debating. I think I'm on this one. Am I correct?
You are. This is your debation right here.
We are going to debation so hard all over this. We're a debation nation. I'm going to move me down here. Okay, there we go. I'm moving me down here because that makes more sense in my brain. I moved myself back. Oh, now there's Drew. So the debation this week for mastering, Pat McAfee just announced that he is breaking his contract, his $120 million contract with FanDuel to try. Sorry, I just got a random text. He is breaking his contract with FanDuel to go to ESPN, which he's already a part of with College Game Day. That wasn't great English, Drew. I'm not gonna. Let's just leave that. All right. So anyway, my debation topic of mastering today is this a good move for Pat McAfee? Like, who really wins in this case? Is it Pat McAfee or is it ESPN? And I'm gonna start with Arch.
Ooh, so this is really tough. I mean, I think you look at ESPN and you look at it as they have no connection to the actual generations that are trying to watch them. So, I mean, it's a big thing for ESPN. I mean, if you're Pat McAfee, do you really want to put all your eggs in one basket? That's my thing. I get it. I get it on ESPN side. I don't really understand it for Pat McAfee. You're already part of ESPN for College Game Day. You want to have all your stuff hosted through ESPN, all that kind of stuff. It's his brand is the opposite of what you'd expect ESPN to hire, which I get. It's fine. He's way more relatable than anyone that ESPN has to offer. Anyone.
Oh God, yeah.
Like hands down.
100%.
Is Booger ESPN?
Might be Fox now. I'm not sure.
It might be Fox. Well, when Booger was on there, oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I understand it as part of ESPN's plan to try and engage, like our age and a little bit younger, and like kind of like right around our generation. You know, they're 60 to 80-year-olds aren't watching ESPN anymore, anyways. So what the fuck does that matter? Yeah, I mean, it's a smart move for them. It feels like a little bit of a lateral move for Pat McAfee. I mean, especially with, I don't know what other deals he's accepted in part of that. What happens to all of his shows? Can he still run the Pat McAfee show hosted by ESPN? Is that going to be a podcast? Like all that stuff. So I think figuring out the logistics for Pat McAfee is kind of what I'm waiting for before I kind of give this a final, like, yeah, this was a really good deal for ESPN, but it sucked for Pat McAfee. But yeah, I think it was a very good move by ESPN. I liked it for them. I mean, especially as a
All
major
right.
sports brand. So
You're done talking. I'm done with you talking. Drew, you're up.
that's fine.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think there's a whole lot of room for debate here.
Fuck yeah, you get to talk second, bitch. You got nothing.
I mean, literally pretty much everything Zach said. McAfee, in this case, it really does come down to what is ESPN going to let him do, and how are they going to use him? I don't know. There's too many question marks for me, like Zach said, to make a call on if this was the right move for Pat McAfee. I think, again, this is a good move for ESPN. I don't think there's any way you can look at that and say, no, I think they're making a mistake by bringing Pat. Just the name alone brings viewers to ESPN off the bat instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you're shooting for, young millennial, old Gen Z, that's the guy to do it. He is probably the most relatable football analyst / show host out there. He hosts the show with fucking AJ. Like,
yeah,
fucking sick.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is on there every Tuesday. It's whatever. How can I not love the show? I don't know. I hope they get to continue, like you said, doing the Pat McAfee show and doing Pat McAfee things. If not, then this was a terrible deal. But I can't imagine Pat McAfee went into this knowing that he wasn't going to be able to continue being himself and signing that contract.
Right. That was my thought too. I don't know. It's a lot to think about. I mean, there's a lot of logistics behind it.
There are a lot of little things
especially with ESPN. I mean, ESPN, that is the premier sports network.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's weird because it makes sense for him for a deal with Barstool. It makes sense for him to have a deal with a DraftKings or a FanDuel or whatever. And like, to me, it would have made more sense for him to keep his partnership with FanDuel, because then you can expand. I mean, that's an untapped market versus something that's already established, right? You don't have these. Oh wow, that's really big. Thanks. You don't have these you don't have the DraftKings or the FanDuels that have their own brand, right? I mean, Barstool was a brand before it became an online betting service, but these were always just online betting services. I mean, you could have had so much, a fantasy show, a football recap show. I mean, all this stuff, and Pat McAfee would have been your creative muse. It doesn't make sense to me why, as Pat McAfee, unless he just wanted to do the couple of things he wanted to do and make a ton of money. That's the only reason I could see him wanting to move over and benefit from that versus wanting to head the entire creative department mind behind FanDuel and whatever things that they would come up with. So
no, I think that's a really good way to look at it. Oh man, I didn't want the whole last spotlight. Jesus Christ.
I thought you were going to say more, so I was ready for it.
Well, too bad. Say more now.
Here are my 2 cents about the whole thing.
Jade.
Here are my 2 cents about the whole thing. The thing, you can say what we said this whole way, that we don't really know the details of the contract. We don't know the wording. We don't know whatever, but you got to assume Pat McAfee is allowed to be Pat McAfee on ESPN, which is great. That's good. That's good for their brand because, like Zach mentioned, millennial, Gen Z, they're missing that market and they're dying. The fact that they're staying alive is because they have sports. Other than that, their shows suck. Their shows are fucking terrible. No one cares about SportsCenter anymore.
No.
Now,
Listen, I used to love Around the Horn too, and that shit sucks now too. I can't listen to any one of those people talk.
now, I will put respect on it. I do love Mina Kimes. They do have personalities I like, but they don't have a Pat McAfee, a new media Pat McAfee. And right there is my key thing. Pat McAfee gets to do whatever he wants to do on FanDuel. He gets to run the show however he wants to run the show on FanDuel. FanDuel doesn't have, I don't know, FanDuel 2, FanDuel 3, FanDuel the Ocho. Like, they have FanDuel. They will give you money. You promote their betting. You give out free bets. Pat McAfee gets to do whatever the fuck he wants, right? And that is the great thing. That is the new media. What he has done, he's got Ian Rappaport coming on there. He's got Aaron Rodgers revealing stuff about the trade on there. ESPN didn't fucking have that. Fucking Pat McAfee had that. One dude, a former punter. Now,
okay, all right. Hold on. Are you really you're gonna do him like that? A former punter? Really?
I'm not gonna do the whole shtick, but
right,
a former punter.
God /
Thank you for
Dating
killing my
back,
train of
my
thought.
God.
So, the
That is
one
a
thing that could stop Pat McAfee, and the one thing that like fucking would hold it against it, is like old media. Like old media, ESPN takes this opportunity to be like, fuck that. The only way we can actually stop Pat is to like get him, is to buy Pat, is to encapsulate
right.
Pat.
Okay.
Now with that, they now likely own rights to the name The Pat McAfee Show. They own rights to anything he's done with that show, for the brand aspect. That's all gone. That all belongs to ESPN. So it's a win-win. Either they get a great personality, which they did, or they get to shut him down completely and make him restart from fucking dirt, like dig himself out.
Right. That was also part of my other point, is that you really are buying Pat McAfee. Like, it's not just his personality. You are buying everything associated to anything Pat McAfee has done and or put out into the stratosphere of TV, podcasting, whatever, anything, branding. So yeah, I mean it's a huge move. Like I said, the only thing that I'm waiting to see is the money. He left $120 million deal on the table to join ESPN. So you know that there is a lot of fucking money on the table for Pat McAfee. So it would be really shocking to see him get anything less than 150, 160 from ESPN, or even double what he's making.
You'd have to give more than that. If I'm Pat McAfee, you got to give more than that. Because like I said, if you're letting me do my own thing in your FanDuel for 120, yeah, I'm fucking living happy and I'm great. If you're the company that's run by fucking Disney adults, kids who never grew up and are fucking borderline pedophiles and are fucking going to Disney twice a year and pissing money into your company, sure. Then, like, I don't know. That doesn't fucking appeal to me at all. Sure, it appeals to some people, but, like, not if I'm fucking Pat McAfee. I'm not Pat McAfee. That doesn't, like, I want my own thing. I want to do what I want to do that got me to be where I'm at.
Oh, I feel a little bit of a rage cage in there, James.
Ooh,
I feel a little bit of spiciness in there.
It's a little bit. I have my own thoughts about it.
I get it. I mean, that's the thing. There has to be a lot of fucking money on the table for Pat McAfee in order for him to do this, because you are boxing yourself in. Everything that you are and you own, your name, your brand, your likeness, is now under the control of ABC Disney.
That's just the reality of it. I'm sure I would hope he thought more of it, but or more through it. But
like I said, if we get the details, if he took anything, I would honestly, if I were in his position, I wouldn't take anything under 3. Anything under 300,000 is a sellout. 300 million is a sellout.
Especially with that entire thing, because we're saying you're buying Pat McAfee, but you're buying the whole.
The entire Pat McAfee brand. That is what you are buying. And that's worth a whole hell of a lot more than $120 million. But if he was cool with FanDuel, it's cool with FanDuel. But cool. All right. I mean, any other points we want to debate on this before we head on over to our fan engagement segment of the week? No? We good? I think we're all in agreement. Pat McAfee, possible bad deal. ESPN, no way that they lose out on this at all.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's fly on through this. Welcome to our fan question of the week. There is no video intro for this. I did not make one.
Because
Maybe I will
I
make one.
planned this out like Monday.
Oh no, I knew this was going to be a segment in the BOTA Show. I just never made a video intro.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Oh man, a lot of people voted Brock Purdy. Bad choice. All right, going back to the archive, the question of the week this week, folks, was who was the first athlete you hated? So let's go through some of the fan answers here once I get it back. Because that's why I'm an idiot. Okay. Our own little broccoli Robert. Oh, Eli Manning. Reasonable.
Robert.
Zach's probably also in that same boat.
Nope.
Daily Dynasty Show on the other side of that. Tom Brady, but as the years went by, I grew to love watching him play. But first was Tom Brady. Reasonable. Our friends, interesting. Our friends in Maryland, chopping lines. Shane Battier at Duke. I think it's Battier. It might be Battier. But anyway, at Duke, killed the Terps, one of the greatest / most overlooked college hoopers, OAT. Former guest of the show, Vitali says, Troy Polamalu. Still hate him.
What? What's going on?
Did you hear that?
I hear it. Yeah.
It must be the noise going on upstairs. Sorry. They're
No,
like
it was like a mic issue.
Static. Yeah, mic. Yeah.
Oh.
We have one more Brady, but now I love him. Whatever. Connor, also a former guest. Real talk. Ryan Braun, and that is it for answers actually this week. I thought
Ryan
there was a few
Braun?
more, but Ryan Braun, noted Met killer. So now I want to ask you, gents, who was the first athlete you hated?
I'm curious about yours, Zach. Go ahead.
So you would think it would be Eli Manning, 2007, broke my heart. I actually hate David Tyree more because he made that catch and then proceeded to be absolutely nothing. And I hate that more than I hate Eli Manning because at least Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer.
So
I can
Malcolm
take that.
Butler.
What?
So Malcolm Butler.
I mean, I can't really hate Eli Manning for being a Hall of Famer. I can hate David Tyree for making one incredible catch his entire life and then being absolutely fucking nothing afterwards or beforehand even.
Mm-hmm.
I can hate that. Brian Giunta, former Montreal Canadian. I hated that man. The day, listen, you have to.
You could have given me a million guesses, and Brian Giunta would not have been on my list.
I understand that. You have to understand the before the Bruins won the Stanley Cup. Oh, jeez, man, I don't even know how to say this. They were the Toronto Maple Leafs of the league, pretty much. I mean, they hadn't won a Stanley Cup since 1972. They'd made it to the Stanley Cup Finals in the 90s and couldn't beat the Oilers. And then they just were trash. I mean, 2004 was the worst season I had ever seen them play. I mean, I was very young, but once they started making it back into the playoffs, it was Brian Giunta, man. I fucking hate Brian Giunta. And Max Pacioretty. Can't stand him. Fucking French-Canadian fucks. Can't do it.
Okay.
Because of the Canadians. It has nothing to do with their heritage. I just hate the Canadians. That's the point.
Max Pacioretty on the Canadians that early?
Yeah, he was drafted in like 2008.
Drew, who do you got?
Let's take a look.
Oh, mine's easy. That's so easy. It's Derek Jeter.
Wow, we have the same timeline, same team. I have a different player.
Interesting.
Drew, Max Pacioretty was drafted in 2007. So when I was watching the Bruins in the playoffs in the 2006, 7, 8, 9, and then all the way up till they won the cup, it was Giunta and Pacioretty that I have had a disgustingly hatred for. So
fair enough.
Yeah, Brian Giunta. But Derek Jeter, yeah, I get that.
Yep. He always.
I didn't hate Derek Jeter. I hated Alex Rodriguez, though. I hated that guy so much.
I hated Derek Jeter more than Alex Rodriguez growing up. I significantly like Derek Jeter way more than Alex Rodriguez at this point in time. And
yeah, because you realize that Derek Jeter was seemed like a
Derek Jeter's a pretty good dude.
Yeah, Alex Rodriguez.
Less good dude. Anyways, Yeah, no. Jeter was always the guy that I mean, I was fucking like 5, so I'm talking early, but I just thought it was always super pro Red Sox, super not pro Yankees. Derek Jeter was the Yankees, so
Again, I'm with you. Brian Giunta was the Canadians. I get
Yep.
it. It's the same thing.
Similar pathway, but I landed on a different player, and it wasn't A-Rod either. I still do hate Jorge Posada. I don't like his stupid neck. I hate everything about it. When he
His
go to
stupid
throw someone
neck.
and whip his head, like he has the tiniest head and like the longest neck. I fucking hated Jorge Posada.
that's fair. I could see that. I didn't mind Jorge Posada as much. I actually kind of liked him, but I can see where you're coming from.
That's
Still
fair.
hate Posada.
No, I get that. He's not. He is a very fundamentally unlikable guy. I think. I just land on the other side of it. For some reason, I think he's goofy, but also kind of good at baseball. Kind of a bitch, but also kind of tough. I don't know. He's weird. Jorge Posada's fucking weird.
Confirmed. Jorge Posada, weird. All right, well, that was our fan question of the week. I enjoyed that little bit of fan engagement that we do get. Let's move on to our trash bag here. The BOTA trash bag. I'll always take the opportunity to plug that picture of James because that is literally pure chaos, or what it looks like.
I love it.
What is pure chaos? Yeah. BOTA trash bag. What are we throwing in this week? What's going in the trash? Actually, I won't even say
Collectively,
what.
can we just get this one out of the way?
Sure.
It's John Morant.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Fair.
Collectively,
Yeah.
let's just put John Morant there.
He goes into our BOTA, definitely totally sponsored by Ford Super Force Flex Glad bags. He's going in one of those puppies.
Yeah, big time.
What?
No question.
We need one of the extra stretchy ones to fit all his bullshit in there.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, him and who's the other guy? Dylan Brooks. Both of them. I mean,
Dylan Brooks. That's a good one.
Done. Gone.
Oh man.
I'm throwing the MLB in the trash bag for having bogus reviews of things that it shouldn't just be reviewed. Stupid, dumb. Fuck them.
Wait, I missed what?
He said the whole MLB.
The entire MLB. Throw it all in the trash bag.
Yep. I mean,
stupid.
Fair. You can see that.
You try and make the game faster with pitch clocks, but then you stop the pitcher and the batter every 5 seconds for an illegal substance check. It makes no fucking sense.
Right.
Like, why?
I think all the rules are working really well until you start pulling the bullshit and negating all the good that the rules are doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like, why? And pretty much every time that they've done it since they've implemented the pitch clock, it's all been legal substances. I mean, they
do you?
But
now, hold on though. Do you think maybe the pitchers are trying to make it look like they're using illegal substances to get stoppages now that they're not allowed to have?
Why would they do that? Because Max Scherzer just got suspended for that.
Yeah,
so why would you do that? You risk a 10 game suspension. I mean, for a pitcher, that's what 2 or 3 starts maybe, but
2, yeah.
2. Oh yeah, 5-day rotation, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. MLB trash bag. See you later. Bye bye. Can we just throw John Morant in there again? I really want to. John Morant, you're going in there again.
Double wrap that.
Got one of these contractor bags in the back. Just throw all his shit in there. Fuck. Man, that's bad. All right. What else we got? Toronto Maple Leafs in the trash bag. Fuck you guys.
I'll put it in there. I'm in that.
Big time bag.
76ers, just as a franchise in the trash bag for me.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm going to put trusting the process.
Trusting the process in the trash bag. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's
the process is a lie.
Okay. Red Sox are up 6-0 on the Mariners through the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I'm getting those updates. I was trying to put the
Yeah,
game on.
I'm getting them every 5 seconds.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
was it
great.
Rob Refsnyder just scored? Oh, Kike just singled. All right, what else going in the trash bag?
I got nothing. I think this is actually a really good trash bag.
I
I think it's a pretty
how
cool
about
trash bag.
NBA bubble haters in the trash bag? Should I explain?
I mean, I get what you're spelling out. Yeah, you know.
Drew, do you need me to spell this out for you, or?
I mean, context clues, but what? I don't.
All right.
Why now?
Anyone that was saying that the NBA, why now?
Why now?
Because the Final Four are the same.
Did you see the conference finals from this year?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's my point.
Okay.
You have the same conference finals matchups as you did when the NBA was in a bubble, and people said that was bullshit. So, just pointing it out. It's the same conference finals from 3 years ago.
3 years later.
It's still mostly the same players.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
So I mean, I don't really see what. Yeah, there's no difference. It's not. Most of the same core players from those 4 teams are still on the teams.
Fair enough.
Role players may have changed, but Miami still has Bam and Butler. Celtics still have Brown and Tatum, Murray and Jokic, and AD and LeBron. They're all still there. They're all still on their teams. So people that were saying that, you know, that the bubble basketball wasn't real or whatever, fuck you. You're in the bag. See you later.
Fair enough.
I mean, and trust me, I don't want to give the Lakers any props, but you can't unlegitimize that because it was in a bubble. Same fucking matchup. So, all right, I think we're good, right? No more trash bag material.
That is a full ass bag.
Right on to fucking major chaos. And I am really fucking.
Oh, here we go, baby. Bye.
Wait, this dude's like John to major chaos. Fuck myself. Let me
Dude, he was not ready for Houday.
He wasn't ready. Dude, I have my mouse. If you use 2 fingers and scroll back, it like goes to the last page. So that's what happened to me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houday. Yeah, that's
I get me wet.
James, take it away, baby boy. Let's see what we got.
Zach, do you want to put your like search bar on your like search screen on?
Yeah, let me clear my browser history really quickly.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I don't use my computer to do that. That's weird.
Yeah,
all right, so you want to
use your phone.
Incognito, baby. Incognito. Come on.
Oh, my computer. That's weird. All right. You want to do this? You want to do it this way? Do you like guys like this better? I'm trying to figure out which layout would work for us.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to play.
All right, fair enough. Let me present.
Please do.
Present. Okay. All right, everything looking all right?
A lot of green, Zach. A lot of green.
Green goog.
Yeah, that is
green
my settings. I love the green.
All right, Zach. You know the deal. I'm gonna give you
Zach. Drew is also helping me.
Yeah, but I guess he's fair. You're the one typing. That's why I was focused on it. Boys, I'm gonna give you. What do we think is fair? Like 3 minutes?
Well, okay. I think if you have varying difficulties on them, you should give us different amounts of time.
I have 2. And I'm gonna make them difficult.
Okay, so both of them are gonna be difficult. So I think 3 minutes for each is fine.
All right, 3 minutes. Gentlemen, your hints for the first player. They had 428 career tackles. They
Okay.
Are currently dead.
Okay.
And they finished their career with the San Diego Chargers.
So I'm just gonna go on a limb and say a lot of players in the NFL have had 400 career tackles.
Yeah, it's a pretty good number.
That's
All right,
fucking
I'm going to start the
terrifying.
timer now. 3 minutes on the clock.
So one of our fucking hints is that he's dead.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
He played in the 2010s. Does that help you? I'll give you that one too.
So he played in the 2010s. He had 400 career tackles. He's dead, and his last team was the Chargers.
Yep.
Okay. Drew, do you already have it? Drew, you have it?
No.
Oh, okay. He's crying.
Constantly saying he's dead.
Wait, so he's dead?
It's becoming morbidly funny.
Wait, is he dead?
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh my god, wait. Is he actually not dead?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll get back to you on if he's dead.
So it was 400 career
No, he's
tackles.
alive. All right, new hint. He's alive.
He's alive. All right, great.
All right,
He
then.
played middle linebacker.
He's a middle linebacker?
Mm-hmm. His number with the Chargers was either 54 or 96.
Oh, okay. What?
Okay. Junior Seau.
No, it's not. No, Junior Seau is definitely dead.
I know he is. 96? Oh, hey, it's Junior Seau.
Is it Matt Titeo?
All right. A minute and a half left. I'll give you one more hint.
It's not me.
They
Not Matt Titeo.
they played their college football at Pittsburgh.
Jesus Christ. The last team was the Chargers. I'm trying to. How do I go about
told you I was
this?
gonna make
What do
it
I do
hard.
for this? They played in the 2010s.
Yep. 2003 to 2011. I'll give you that too.
That's not the 2010s. They played
2011
most of their
to
career in
2010.
the 2000s, James.
I didn't say how long they played in the 2010s. I said they played in the 2010s.
Oh, you're a dick. You're a fucking dick. You son of a bitch. Fuck. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh man, this makes it even worse. He played 1 month for the Chargers. Oh god.
Ended his career at the Chargers. And he was on defense. And you said he was 96 or 50 what?
That would have been the way to do it, yeah.
96 or what, James?
54.
Stephen Cooper. Not.
That is oddly enough incorrect.
It's not him, though. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, now
they
you're
played
getting it
till
because you got to go back a year.
Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, look, there's previous season right there. Oh, look, they were 9-7 a year before that.
And timer.
Oh, no, stop it. I'll find him in 2 seconds. I got this. Wait, where is he? It's not Stephen Cooper, son of a bitch. Where the fuck?
Stephen Cooper's still on there.
Where the fuck? Where is he? He's a 96, right? Travis Johnson. No, it's a defensive tackle. Dude, what? Where is this guy?
He was only on there for a month.
Yeah.
You're
That
kidding.
96 might not even have registered. He might have only made practice squad. All right.
On the roster.
One more guess.
Is it Stephen Cooper?
It's not fucking Stephen Cooper.
Stephen Cooper.
Can you make it Stephen Cooper?
Make it Stephen Cooper. Oh my god, what the fuck?
And he may or may not be dead.
Oh my god. Okay, well, he's clearly... Dude, I have no idea who this guy is. He was drafted in 2003, though, and he went to Pittsburgh and was a linebacker. So
I feel like that would have been the easier route to actually go. Look at the 2003 draft.
Probably.
But that was the thing. I didn't think about them being on the what's it called? The
I'm
practice
not going
squad.
to give it to you now. You don't get the point now, but yeah, find him.
I'm looking. I'm still fucking looking. I don't give a shit about what you say, boy. I'm looking. You're not going to give it to me until I find it. So
I'll find it before you.
yeah, fuck you. You ain't gonna find it. You said Pittsburgh, right?
Yep.
Is it Gerald Hayes?
It is Gerald Hayes, potentially
Go.
dead alive Gerald Hayes.
Gerald motherfucking Hayes. All right,
Had
let
a
me click on this.
solid career with the Cardinals and got cut. Second, he went to the Chargers.
Yep, he
All
had 4
right.
and 2 career tackles, and he had 1.5 sacks and 2 interceptions. Good for him.
Oh, he was there for less than a month.
Yep, he was there for exactly 25 days.
I'm gonna let you spin the wheel on difficulty for this one. Or I'm gonna let you tell me, I guess, what you want
Spin
for
the
difficulty.
wheel. Give us.
I wish I actually had a wheel to spin on difficulty.
You could probably just make one of those.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it right now?
No, I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, you're just gonna spin the wheel of difficulty.
Difficulty select. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh God. Here we go.
That's a lot of difficulty.
Yeah, what is that? What are we gonna get? What is that?
Oh, that looks bad.
That looks
Oh,
very
that looks
bad.
really bad.
What does that say?
Nightmare.
Oh
God!
Show the camera, keep it above board. That says nightmare. It's hard to read because it's blue and red
Oh
on
my
blue.
God.
But that says nightmare.
Is it the hardest fucking difficulty on there?
That's the hardest one on there.
Of course it is. God damn it.
There's only one of them too, I think.
Just
I
reminds
don't
me of that
know. We'll
Eric
get back to
Andre
that.
skit. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
All right, gentlemen, are you ready for nightmare? This is a new way to just fuck this show up, and I love it.
I can't.
No.
Please
How
don't,
did
Chase.
that happen?
This dude is literally gonna have a 4-month NFL career. We're gonna have to find him.
All right, hint number 1. They have a career 83 pass deflections.
Wait, time out. All right, 83 pass deflections. Can we have 5 minutes for this one?
Yeah, give us 5 minutes.
That's fair. I'll
Okay.
give you 5 for this one.
All right, 83 pass deflections. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
He competed primarily as a jumper in track in high school.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Where do I want to go with this?
I don't fucking know, but you gotta give us more words.
They may not be.
He was a Gatorade Football Player of the Year in his state.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere between 2004 and 2008.
No.
All right, well, back to the old dusty trail.
Oh, no.
5 minutes, gentlemen.
He was a Gatorade Player of the Year.
For his state.
So Gatorade State High School
enough.
Players of the Year, are they separated by sport or is it just?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's just football, but.
All right, well, we got football.
I don't
here.
know. Looks like there you go.
There we go. So 2000. Oh God, I have 50 states. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you
I
have
forgot
50
about that.
states in a huge range, so.
It's this guy.
No.
Damn it. Obviously I know it's not him. Shit. Year. So, Drew, you want to split up 25 states?
Sure.
All right, cool. I'll take a lot of them, and you take the other half of all of them. All right, ready? Julio Jones, No, I'm kidding. I won't. I'm not gonna keep guessing.
Oh my God! Yeah, great content. Julio Jones, Alabama. No shit. Look at that.
Yeah, crazy. 2008 too.
Matt Barkley.
See Matt Barkley on here?
Yeah, he was in California.
Oh yeah. I missed that. That's Jordan Jefferson. I was like, shit. That's a little too young. Matt Balomo. Charles Mitchell. Yeah, so Landry Jones for New Mexico.
Wait, which year are you starting in?
This is 2008, 2007, and 2008. If you want to start at 2003 to 2004, that'd be great. Thanks. Do we get more hints, or is that really fucking all we get?
I don't know. I feel like Nightmare. I can give you one more hint if you want.
It's going to be something that doesn't relate to high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
of
might help a
course.
little
Yeah,
bit.
it can
There,
absolutely be
Michael
something that
Glennon.
Or
Look at that.
something that will
No.
narrow our search in the high school realm. One of the two.
Okay, he was born in Augusta, Georgia.
That doesn't mean he played in
No,
Georgia, though.
it
You
doesn't.
fucking asshole.
It doesn't.
Son of a bitch. What the I hate you. This is terrible.
I'm checking Florida.
You're going to go Florida? All right, check Florida. Check Florida. That's a good call.
Is it Keith Rivers?
No.
Shit. That was my only guess. Fuck.
Who the fuck is Keith Rivers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
Who's this guy?
man.
Is it Kenny Phillips?
No.
Is it Brandon Harris?
There's just the one that year. Oh, you clicked on Florida. No.
I mean, hey, Kenny Phillips was a safety in Florida that won Gatorade Player of the Year.
He was a corner wide receiver that I had, too. John Brantley. Let's take a look at this guy here.
No.
He was a
Definitely
QB, so
not
it's definitely
John
not
Brantley.
him. Oh, no, that wasn't my guess. I was just saying it out loud.
Eric Berry. Wow. I didn't realize he was a
Where'd you
Gatorade
see Eric?
player. Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Everson Griffin.
Everson Griffin. Wow.
This is actually interesting to see here. Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Michael Floyd. Anthony Sherman, I guess, is from Massachusetts. Didn't know that.
Interesting.
Is it
Derek
Brandon
Sherrod. I
Harris?
remember that name.
Brandon Harris, anyone?
No, sorry, no Brandon Harris.
Dude, Ryan Mallett from Texas, Kellen Moore.
Tyrod
Taylor is
Taylor.
from Virginia.
Wow.
All right,
Jace
cool.
Hill. I remember that name for a little bit too.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is a fucking nightmare.
Neil said nightmare.
This is a nightmare.
You got under a minute left, by the way.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
I don't even know
that's-
where to go from here.
Did he go to school in Georgia, damn it?
No.
Yeah, he didn't. Did he go to school in any of the surrounding states?
Let me look at a map real quick just to confirm.
Oh, God. Is it William
Brandon-
Likely?
Yes, it is a surrounding state. Not close, but it's there.
It's not a state that borders Georgia, is it?
All right. Mississippi.
Is it Mississippi doesn't border?
No, it is. It's a state that borders Georgia.
So it's either South Carolina, Florida, or Alabama.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm missing one, aren't I?
Maybe Tennessee.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
That was the timer, folks.
That's fine. We'll find it. We don't get the points, but I don't care. This is terrible. This is not a fun day. Jesus Christ. This is giving me indigestion.
Nightmare, dude. Nightmare is a fun one.
Yes, Tennessee also. Florida, South Carolina. Oh, wait, hold on. Florida. So, James, you're a dick. Alabama, Tennessee, North and South Carolina, and Florida all border Georgia. So there
North
are
Carolina.
5 states that we have to sort through now. Christ almighty.
I'm going to North Carolina.
All right. Is it Chris Smelly?
No. That's such a terrible name.
Yeah, that is really bad.
That guy's a defensive
Let's see.
Clinton Pulaski.
It's not Maurice Richardson. It's not. Is it Sam Young?
No.
Is it Demario Presley?
No.
Okay, cool.
God damn it! This is terrible. I want my money
I
back.
love Nightmare Mode.
Yeah, this
That
is
should go
brutal.
away.
This is terrible. Let's see. No.
Oh, that guy's an
No. Carl Johnson.
No.
Carl Johnson's an offensive tackle. Why are you in North Carolina?
We're already there.
I told you I was going to
Where
North
was North
Carolina, you
Carolina?
idiot. You acknowledged it.
I didn't know what year you were on. Oh, Gerald McCoy's from Oklahoma. I didn't know that.
I'm just going
That
through
makes
all
sense.
the years. You go through some other states' years.
Jacques McClendon. James.
No. What year are you in?
2005.
Okay.
6. Is that the right year? Oh, come on. This is bullshit.
The Wikipedia page isn't so exact. Hold on, keep scrolling.
I know. Fine. I'll keep
Is
going.
it Xavier Nixon?
No, keep scrolling.
Fuck.
Not North Carolina.
All right, I've looked at the names where I needed to. I'll tell you, it's not that year.
Okay.
Zach, what state are you in?
What state am I in? I'm doing all the states.
What do you mean you're doing all the states?
Fine.
Pick a state and go through all the years.
All right, fine. Jesus. What were you on? North Carolina?
Yeah, it's not North Carolina.
All right, I'll take Tennessee then and just go through 2008.
Right, I guess I'll do Alabama.
We don't have to do Florida because we already did. Kurt Phillips.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No.
No, he's a QB. The amount of amusement you're getting from this, James, is disgusting.
I don't want to say why. Is
it Harrison Smith?
Yes, it's fucking Harrison Smith.
Is it really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's not.
This is what you give us? It's fucking Harrison Smith?
Yeah, it's Harrison Smith. Hold on, let's scroll back up.
So you gave
Harrison
us a notable player, but gave us the worst facts about them.
That's
you got Nightmare. What do you want?
That's hilarious.
Nightmare.
Oh,
That's exactly what
That was a nightmare.
That
Holy
was a
shit.
fucking nightmare.
Oh, I can't wait to spin this wheel
He
again.
was a running back too. I know this is with like no preparation, and that was terrifying. I cannot imagine what you're gonna pull out of your ass next time.
Oh,
Jesus.
Bookmark?
All right, well, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Go back to our normal presentation mode. That was honestly, it's not even who day. It was what the fuck was that?
Just so you know, guys, I spanned it again and it came up as peaceful.
Great.
Awesome. Well, that
So
could be us
happy.
next
I would have
time.
basically given you like his first name is Harrison. His last name begins with S and ends with Myth.
You have 3 seconds. Go.
Harrison Silversmith?
Damn it. It was our only guess. All right. Well, wonderful show. Anything else to cover before we depart for the
No,
night?
I gotta go eat.
I love Who
All right.
Day. I love Who Day.
I know it's so
That
chaotic.
was something.
That was the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't believe that was already an hour and 20 minutes. That did not feel like that long at all. That was a fun one. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are BOTA Sports. This has been the BOTA Show for James, for Drew. I am Zach, aka Suggy Boy. You know where to find us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We are on the one and only Stitcher. Is that not the one you were looking for? What?
No,
You looking for?
Stitch. That's right.
Stitch.
There you go.
Yeah, find all of our content on those platforms. Like I mentioned for the boys, I am Zach. Stay soggy.
Stay beautiful.
Bye.
Drew.